Our team is at organs surrounded the two, and he must have ripped them out. He looked up from what he was doing and smiled back at me before looking down at something and continuing. In a matter-of-fact voice, he spoke to me.
I did say I would be back for the meat. I didn't have any problem harvesting it myself.
With that, he pulled out her heart and held it up like a piece of art he was proud of, before putting it in a suitcase on the floor next to him and closing it. He stood up, looking at me, and then at his knife.
I'm sure you'll give me fine cuts too.
Returning his glare to me and smiling again, he let out an angry grunt before charging me. I turned back around the corner and ran for the door. He stopped in his tracks when he saw the men approaching from outside.
Well, aren't you the lucky one tonight?
He returned his knife to a sheath in his vest, before calmly turning around and heading back into the last aisle. He came back with his suitcase in hand and the manager's body over his shoulder, carrying her like she was weightless. He approached the janitor's closet and opened the door. I swore it was ripped off its hinges not minutes before. When he opened it, cold air poured out, and in the small angle available to me, I saw a body hanging from a meat hook. The man walked in, throwing the manager's body somewhere inside, before turning around and grabbing the door handle. He looked at me one last time before closing it. In a friendly tone again, he spoke one last time.
Good day.
The automatic doors opened behind me and a swarm of men rushed in. Immediately, half a dozen or so walked to the closet door and pointed their weapons at it. When it opened, they were met with the inside of a closet and nothing more. Fuck! I heard one scream before kicking some bread off a shelf.
Been after that son of a bitch for months. How does he get away every time?
Another commented. The rest swept around the remainder of the store. Some brought in weird-looking equipment. Too much was happening for me to account for it all, but I did take note of some of what